What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So over the last 24 hours, a lot of things have been going down in the Avengers community. We're talking regarding a new update, we're talking the War Table stream, we're talking a Black Panther and Wakanda reveal, and we're talking a new update in general. So we have a ton of stuff to cover. On top of that, also regarding the DLC release date for Spider-Man, of course, we know that was leaked in a PlayStation magazine, but now we got more info on that as well. So we got a bunch of stuff to cover. Let's try and crush 6 likes. Go ahead, click that big red subscribe button below if you haven't already, and let's dive into this information. Now, it all starts off when the official Play Avengers Twitter account responded to a tweet, and I just want to add here that I think it would be great if they do this more, because when you look at game studios like Insomniac Games, that's something that they're really engaged with, right? On Twitter, responded to fans, and it always works out great because they're always dropping new teasers or new info, and naturally that just generates a lot of hype, okay? And compared to like the Play Avengers, of course, unfortunately, they don't do that. They just more or less communicate, as far as the devs go anyway, through Reddit. But nonetheless, they did respond to a fan, and we got some interesting info. So as you can see on screen, somebody did say, please make sure to keep talking to us through Reddit and on here, and essentially be as transparent as you can. If possible, I know roadmaps are a repeated topic, but rather than tell us dates, how about tell us what's coming past Cloning Labs, Kate and Clint? And their response was very cool, because it says, as a mega Marvel fan ourselves, we can't wait to reveal more about the iconic superheroes, supervillains, and settings on the roster these coming months, starting with our next War Table, which of course is going to be in November. Make sure to tune in, and they of course added a little winky face emoji at the end. Worth noting, because all of these emojis can sometimes indicate teasers and so forth. So this is where it all began. Now, of course, a lot of people were then going to Miller being our kind of, you know, I guess mysterious guy that gets some really interesting information for this game. A lot of people went to him. Now, what's good is he jumped in on this as well and said, as he's getting asked about it a lot, he'll clarify it. So when they say settings, it basically implies heavily that they're going to reveal at least Black Panther and Wakanda, as that's the first post-launch region. Now, how far ahead they'll reveal and tease is anyone's guess, but I doubt they'll go through to Carol plus space. Now, again, he did also say that he does expect the Gold Coast region at some point in Season 1, but what hero it will launch alongside, I have no idea. And again, he's just basically talking about all of this being his opinion, but this is interesting because I guess a lot of us are more or less going down that theory road, in the sense of we knew that the War Table, or at least the next War Table stream, has to at least reveal Black Panther, right? But now we're talking about a setting, we're talking Wakanda as a whole, and this would be huge, and there's now a lot of theories as to when this War Table is going to be. But one thing I can say for sure is this is a better answer than some of the Q&A answers we got in that video. This kind of clears the vision regarding the superheroes and supervillains alongside settings as a whole. Now, worth noting down as well, they also done another tweet regarding a further update coming, I'm not sure when, but they teased it, just saying what it's going to include. Now, they said, and I quote, "We are hard at work on some new QOL features, including the following." Now, some of these we know, such as ping system, campaign replay, which essentially would be the new game plus, of course. You then got high contrast mode, hero icon visibility options, so for that I'm assuming we're just talking an option really, right, to toggle on and off, which I think would be great. Second to last is reward clarity, and then lastly is enemy attack indicators, which I just want to add on the enemy attack indicators. I'm really curious to see what they're going to be doing with this, but nonetheless, this is all some good stuff, right? The two key things here, of course, are straight away the ping system and the campaign replay, aka a new game plus as a whole. That's something we desperately need, I feel, and I think it's going to bring a lot of players back. We were talking about this in yesterday's video as well. Now, regarding with this War Table stream and the theories as regards to, you know, the release dates and so forth, I thought it'd be worth adding the Play Avengers Avenger fan Twitter account's theories, which as you can see on screen, which is a prediction, says War Table date announced this week, brackets Wednesday. Now we're talking tomorrow, of course, today being Tuesday, so I guess that does seem realistic, because then it goes on to November 4th, which again would be next Wednesday, being the War Table stream, which will be Black Panther's full reveal and Kate alongside Clint's gameplay. Again, when it comes down to driving up hype for, of course, Hawkeye being, you know, the second, I guess, most hyped up DLC character, that would make complete sense. And then we're talking November the 5th, which is straight after that, so Thursday is when the Kate Bishop DLC will come out. Now, with the Kate Bishop DLC, of course, we were told in that Q&A video that the director, Scott Amos, doesn't really want to, you know, I guess give a date, but he said before the, you know, end calendar date of this year, right? So that could be absolutely any time, but I guess November is key. Now, if this theory is correct, or at least, you know, kind of indicates something alongside their tweet that they done regarding, you know, staying tuned for the War Table stream, also knowing that they want to do it before Thanksgiving again, so straight away we know November is going to be the month for this, okay? So we know November is going to be Black Panther's full reveal and Wakanda as well, so that's something really, really interesting. Now, the final thing here is regarding the Spider-Man release date for the DLC. Now, of course, in the PlayStation magazine, it was basically indicated that it's going to be in January. Now, the official OPM UK Twitter account for PlayStation tweeted, "We have been made aware of inaccuracies in our March 2020 cover story and a more recent May 2020 article for Ghost of Tsushima," and then they're essentially saying how these interviews were conducted in 2018 and so forth. Now, what Miller said, of course, is a PSA, which is saying that, you know, PlayStation UK magazine is not the source, you know, I guess that many seem to think it is. They're essentially just going off the same information as everyone else, even when covering first-party games. Outside of an exclusive interview or a cover story with quotes, they are not trustworthy. So, although we did see it in that magazine, although we know the relationship, of course, between you know, Crystal Dynamics and PlayStation as a whole, this is now 100% false. Now, going on the speculation and the theory, of course, that it would have been in, well, we're talking March being the initial release date, going on the basis that everything else has been pushed back, even if March was a real date, then, I mean, I'd definitely assume that's also going to be pushed back as well. Again, it's logical, it would make sense, but I want you guys to leave your thoughts on this in the comment section below. But guys, that's going to wrap up this video here. Like I said, we're waiting for a new update as well, so that's going to be interesting. It could even be out by the time I'm making this video, I don't know, because these guys are very, very unpredictable sometimes, right? So if it is out, it's out. If it's not, which I'm kind of pushing towards that, it's more than likely not going to be out yet. I'm assuming we're going to get some more information on it at some point this week, but nonetheless, we know it's coming. So leave your thoughts on that. That's going to wrap up this video. Subscribe for more awesome content, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and until the next one, adios amigos.